All right. Last scripture, again, I was in Los Angeles when this scripture really opened up to me. This was over a year ago, 2 years ago. I've always been one to defend myself, and I never understood that turn the other cheek thing. Even when I walked with the Bible, I knew that it was okay for me to defend myself. Not to go out and cause trouble. Now, I tell you, once you learn Bagua Zing and you really get into it, your confidence is going to grow and you're going to want to practice. So, anybody with any kind of confrontation, you're going to want to be like, you're just going to want to, listen, we could get it in, it's nothing. That's your attitude, but you have to, try to, it's this movie, Book of Eli. And, he says to himself one time in the movie, he said, stick to the plan, or stay, he was telling himself to mind his business, stick to his plan, keep moving forward. And you have to tell yourself these things once you learn Bagua Zing, because you're going to want to practice against people. And, some knucklehead is going to try you, and you could walk away, and you're going to be like, but, only if necessary. If if you're defending yourself, then yes, go. You have no choice, but try to make it to that point. Don't go out and cause trouble with it. Let's go to Ephesians 6:12, and it reads, it says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Now, when you read flesh and blood, it's true. We don't wrestle against flesh and blood. Let's read on. It says, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers of darkness, against rulers of darkness. Let's read on. And it says, of this world, against rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So it says we do not wrestle against flesh and blood. And we don't. We wrestle against doctrine. R712's doctrine against the world's doctrine. Now, what'll happen is people will defend whatever doctrine they're following. And in defense of their doctrine, we're commanded to defend ourselves. Like Nehemiah said, I will lay hands on you. I'm going to defend the doctrine. So we are supposed to defend ourselves, defend the doctrine. But when it says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, it's saying that no, we just don't walk around and wrestle flesh and blood for no reason. We'll defend ourselves. Now, preventive maintenance. There's also preventive maintenance. We don't sit back and wait for somebody to swing at us if we know they on their way. If we know they on their way, we will defend ourselves. If we get a tip, we will defend ourselves. We don't gotta wait for somebody to hit you to defend yourself. If you know they're gonna try to hurt you 2 weeks from now, defend yourself today. All the glory to Kadash Jerusalem in the name of Kadash Solomon. Shalom. And you know the rules. Study, study, study. To show yourself approved, to get that Bagua in. You get that Bagua in. Shalom.